That's a good question, actually. Have I ever had beer? I don't think I have. I'm actually honestly trying to think about it hard. I don't think I have. And obviously I'm assuming the image on the screen is what led to you to think to ask that question. But yeah, I don't think so. Which is weird, because I don't know, it just seems like one of those things that you would think maybe I would have tried once, but no, I mean, at least not in my memory. I can't remember a time I would have. You know, not even as like a accidental pick up the wrong person's cup or something. I don't think I've had something like that happen. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I haven't. Are you a wine guy? Or are you a none of any of them guy? If you had to. If you had to. If you had to. You'll drink anything. He's gonna get wasted. Trying to get the ad video to play, but it's not. Why the heck is Maps trying to update? I never asked for that. What the hell? Targeted or targeted? Wait, really? Neither of them have like the autocorrect? Alright, well this isn't working. On mobile. Oh shit, that's a stone. I haven't decided what I'm calling this. What did I call the last one? Munch, Litz, lunchtime, one stone? Is that what I'm doing? Let me see here. Sleepy Lit's Christmas Dream Reward. So maybe I call it Munchlet's Lunchtime Reward. Sure. Who is this onion? It's, you know how like in, well, you recognize all these little guys. It's like one of those. Yeah. You know what? I'm feeling it. Even while I'm eating. Even while I'm eating. Let's have it on. Rare. It's not actually that rare, but yeah, whatever. How was your Monday? By the way. Jit Gamer can't win the sap. Mm-hmm. True. Oh, that was from yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, it went very well. Went very well. His washed meeting. I'm being exposed. Were you there when we... You were there when I was doing the Unk quiz, right? The Am I Unk quiz? Yeah. Oh yeah, cause yes, of course. What do you think you would have scored? Oh, I didn't put that in the stream summary. I should do that. The stream summary from yesterday. I'll edit that in right now. Okay. Hold. Gotta update yesterday's notes. Boom. Enter. Do you think you would have been more Unk or less Unk? That's the real question. Or probably about less than 20, so still basically same. You don't care about QR codes, but you own various polos of the same brand in different colors. Okay. I mean, that one's not crazy. It does feel like some of them are more like, as I was saying, it's like some of them feel like, what are they trying to target? Are they actually trying to target internet Unk? Or are they trying to target boomer? Or like the polo one is almost just like a, do you have an office job? Which I guess maybe that's what they're going for? I don't know. I didn't realize that Noir game was so old. Or the demo. New Balances? Yeah, that would have got you. That would have got you. I like the Gunny Ascend game. I did like that I sniffed out that lady worked for the company though. I did like that I was able to do that. I was like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way that you ain't involved somehow. And they were. The part I didn't really get into talking about, well, obviously there was the online part that I just didn't do at all. But the part that I didn't really talk about that I like kind of interested in, to a sense that they kind of answered, but I didn't want to like make it weird, was like getting all of those collaborations. Like that's probably expensive, I imagine. So how they pulling that off on this game that I never heard of until I found it on Steam myself? But there was some working with like Outer Sloth or whatever, so that's why, I guess. Pratfall Reverse Peak Friend Swap. I have seen that one. I feel like I've seen that like a month ago. People playing that one about a month ago, or maybe early in the past month. Actually, I'm gonna put bowl away before I enter this one. Love learning what games are Godot. Yeah, I do. I feel like I want to like do something like that, even if it's on stream. But also, like, I'd be. I don't know if nervous is the right word, but like, I feel like I would want to be a certain level of prepared or something to do something on stream. It's funny because I saw. Now, this was a while ago, but someone that's like not necessarily like they are not a coder by trade or anything like that. If anything, they're a writer, and but they were for like their own fun slash just wanted to try it. Were making a game on stream, or like partially, like they had started a tutorial, I think, or had worked on it off stream. I don't know. And it was interesting because like they had followed the tutorial, but then you know they were making their own changes and stuff. And I happened to be watching, and it was just like, oh, they don't know what parameters are. It was like, oh, wait, no, I can help you, and it was an interesting. It was an interesting experience to look. You know, don't want to be the guy that's like trying to tell someone everything to do, but you know they have like this issue they're trying to solve. And they're like, there's got to be a way to like make it like go through, and I'm like, there is. joling. And it was a like clicker game to be something like easy, like clicking. You buy some upgrades to then have like auto clicking happen type of thing, and you can like invest into different upgrades or whatever. And music and the I don't know if Wilhelm's a problem or not as the lead, but we'll find out, I guess. Tag Discord. And what was I gonna say? There was something. I swear. There was something. Was something about watching their stream and like helping. Well, because it was like, you know, I'm the person typing in chat, so then just trying to like describe what I'm telling someone to do without like making it overly complicated, but then also not taking over the whole thing. It was an interesting chat to stream experience for that reason. And then also, you know, the idea of like, well, we're not trying to rewrite the whole, you know, the whole game, right? So that's something to keep in mind too. As well as the fact that I don't actually know the syntax of Godot was also an element of that. So like I had like kind of described a thing to do, but then like one syntax part was like different in the way they did it. So at first they weren't sure like why it wasn't working, but I also didn't know why it wasn't working because it wasn't, you know, the syntax. I just haven't changed it, Dukester. That's really the only. There's no magic reason. I just haven't done it. I guess you could also argue less buttons to press, but I just haven't done it. That's all. That's all. That's all. Also, I did look at the... I did Google the name of the place that you had put in chat yesterday. It looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. Would be a pretty awesome place to get to have a vacation or whatever. You just thought it might be better. No, it's just been laziness slash haven't felt the need to do it, really. I feel like I'm mostly, right now, I'm using Reinhardt for, like, easier things, where I'm just like, oh, we're doing the collabs descend dungeon or whatever it is. That way I only have to make a row instead of using Freeran and doing full 7x6 boards and blah 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 blah. Oh, they sold it. I must have missed that part of the story. That's a bummer. It's a big time bummer, in fact. Could have taken up an offer to be the caretaker. Yeah, I wonder... I mean, I only looked at pictures. I didn't really search anything about the place, but I wonder what the experience would be being there, you know. Living somewhere full-time versus a vacation or whatever is obviously a different experience, so there's that to consider. My phone, honestly, I'm like, my phone has been really problematic past few days, including today. I've charged my phone, I think, 3 times today, despite only using it for a very short amount of time. The battery is all sorts of messed up, and I don't know. Part of me almost thinks that it is just the percentage thing lying, rather than actually being as degraded as it seems. There'll just be strange behavior, but it's, you know, it's not like it's something I can really guarantee know what's going on. But you should have, that was in 2003. You were just starting your convention occupation. You spent 5 weeks there twice. Let's just say you could get used to it. Pretty good internet. That would be one aspect of wanting me to, you know, not live somewhere permanently, for sure. I guess obviously the other part would be like, can you afford usually very fancy places, especially if they're islands or whatever it is. Everything is more expensive to exist there in terms of, you know, food and products and all that kind of thing, right? And then obviously 2003, specifically for you, I guess, 2003, you know, that's a while ago. Maybe, you know, I don't know, you know, the kid situation and everything, right? Gear step live on stage, exclamation point. Everything's dirt cheap, really? At least it was then. Yeah, I mean, that might be different now. Might be different now. Title challenge. Oh, I just get to use a regular team? That's crazy. I thought it was gonna be a fixed team. These swaps are like so obnoxious. Alright, that's still fine. Seafood everywhere, incredible fruit and veggies. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Again, I just looked at the pretty pictures and it said, "Ooh, that looks pretty." I don't know anything about it, so I can't. I can't really add much more than, yeah, that looks like a very pretty place to be. You're a coconut guy? I don't think I'm much of a coconut guy. I don't think I've ever... Well, my dad actually likes coconut a lot. Like, almond joys are always one of his top candies, for example. The ones that have coconut, obviously. The blue almond joys, I should say. Or like, I remember he liked... I think he would like when there was like the coconut donut or whatever. Way back. Long time ago. That being said, I don't know if he... Because I know, like... Coconut water is a thing now. I don't really know if it was a thing back then. But I also don't know if he's ever tried it even now. I should ask him that. Though I don't actually know if coconut water really has much of a coconut taste to it. I don't know if you guys do, but... You meant the milk? Yeah, that's what I assumed you meant. I just was going off on my own tangent. Really. Though, now I should also ask him about the coconut milk, too, I suppose. You know what, I'm gonna write that down. I wonder if he's ever really had it. Now, I don't know how viable coconut milk is at the store. At a store. Probably, I'm sure it's somewhere, but I would imagine it's expensive. Though I think coconut water is also expensive, isn't it? What about apples? Are apples a thing down there? I feel like apples are one of the things that are farmed and have orchards of in more temperate climates. Or like they're able to be, I guess. Not necessarily restricted to, but they're able to be. Like there's apple orchards in Massachusetts and stuff like that. You ain't gonna find a banana, you know, place in Massachusetts, you know what I mean? That is something, like, I have like a vague idea for certain fruits in terms of like where are they actually, you know, farmed and harvested and whatnot. But I think there's probably a lot that I'm like, I would be very uncertain of. Partially because I probably don't eat them, but also partially just because not knowing, I guess. Excuse. Wow, that's gross. Who did that? Cat. I did do 3P off stream with Hank. Or sorry, 8P. With Hank off stream. I don't remember if it was Tuesday or Thursday, but it was one of those days where he was just like, oh, I missed out, I haven't been feeling well, and you know, if you want to do it now, we can do it now, and so we did it then, which was nice. Hopefully he's feeling better today. People are nice, the beach is a short walk. When was the last time you were there? Was the last time you were there 2003, or not, or was it more recent than that? Or I guess older than that, even. Whoa, fixed team, what do we have here? Oh yeah, U and Y. TPA's blue and dark. Or sorry, blue and green. Looping damage cap, okay. TPA's blue and green. Gotta want to do this so that I can see what's going on. Do that. That's a loop. Do that. Now what does this do? For this ally and adjacent allies and reduce his shield. Okay, sure, it's a loop. Why not? Not this one. We'll hold off on that one. And you are a cleric, so we hold off on that too. You were there 2004, you think they sold it 2007, they wanted to get their money out and retired it. Why? Okay, can you do, well, I'm not saying can you explain it as in, like, you're the authority, but more like, do you have any idea? In terms of, why is it that so many, old people go to Arizona to retire? Or at least it seems that way. Is it because it's warm? Or like, I guess like the same reason that people go to Florida because it's warm for their old bodies, but it's not Florida? Is it like that? Oh, I don't mean the age thing. I mean like the location. I mean the location. No taxes and Prescott is nice mountainous. Oh. No income taxes? Or no some other kind of tax. It's crazy. Been hearing things about like not really a nice way to say this, I guess, but people in Florida wanting to get rid of like estate taxes as well, even though they already pay like no taxes on anything else already. And that, it's like, what do you like, stuff's gotta be paid by something, guys. I don't know if you know this, but the roads cost money. They get light snow in the winter, 70 to 80s in the summer. Oh, you know what? That does sound right then. Yeah, because the mountains. So it's like somewhat elevated. It's like a high-ish elevation then, or is it just near the mountains enough to like cause the no income taxes? A lot cheaper than San Diego. Okay, I mean that makes sense. feet. You gonna Liddy react to the direct tomorrow? Honestly, I was actually thinking about it. I actually was thinking about it. It's at 10, right? Okay, this breaks the shield, so that's good. If it's at 10, can I exercise enough to get that to then like because waiting to exercise after would be kind of annoying, because it's like if it's at 10 and it's like I don't know how long the direct is, but then there's the treehouse thing after where there's, you know, potential to look into that. But is this the boss? Yeah, so I guess ideally I would rather... This is a slow spinner. Well, that wasn't gonna happen in time anyway, but that's okay. You won't be in a meeting? Oh shit, nice. I'm dying? Alright, we have to do Pokemon Sleep, but... Youth, full, title, challenge, exclamation point. So there was an issue with Pokemon Sleep in that I didn't realize it was going to randomize the berries of everywhere. I thought it was just only going to be randomized at GG and GGEX like it normally would. But no, it's randomized everywhere except for the guaranteed Yachi, which threw me off for sure. That threw me off. Okay, so this is lunch. And the, kind of risky to have a large portion of your wealth in a foreign country in Central America, so there's that too. Yeah, there is that too. There's definitely that too. That's super fair. That's super fair. Okay, so we got a 10% crit boost, 10% crit boost. I think it was unfortunate that I was not able to do... Actually, I was able to Katsukiya. You know what, let's do the Slowpoke. Slowpoke, fill it with Fiery, and apples. Grilled, tail, curry, 78 pot size. If it was higher crit chance, I probably would have gone with the other recipe, the Inferno curry, but I figure it makes sense here. Go for this, especially because I have random tails sitting around. So I think it makes sense to do that. It's kind of been loud. Wait, that's a little too quiet, but. Yeah, so my berries are not great. Chesto, I guess, is the same as what it would have been, but Pecha is not great. I mean, it's only beneficial for Wigglytuff, really. I don't think I have really any other fairies that would be, yeah, fairies that would be particularly good. So, yeah, not ideal there, but... Right, I wanted to see the Nintendo Direct thing you were saying. Shoot, I didn't mean to click that. Open Firefox and mess everything up. Begins 7 AM PT, so it is at 10, and it is 50 minutes, and then Nintendo Treehouse after will be 95 minutes. So it's a long time. And, you know, there's maybe, like, post-discussion or, like, checking websites after, kind of like when we did the Pokemon one. So I think, ideally, I would then try to exercise before, which means I have to wake up earlier. Your wrist is doing better. I think you did mention it. You did mention it. To some extent, at least. I got a sneeze coming on. Okay. Shut the F up. Sneeze ass. No, that would be called a fart, actually. That's what it's... I'm sure someone's made that distinction. A fart is just an ass sneezing. Certainly an interesting way to look at it, isn't it? Or you could say a sneeze is your mouth farting. That's a little gross, though. Also, it's kind of not really the same, because it's not like air built up when you sneeze, right? That's more what a fart is, right? So I guess they're not really, but you know, for the sake of the silliness, we can say that it is. Stop. Hey, you started it, to be fair. Pad Academy. Isn't this what you want? You want me to talk about non-pad things, right? Because you don't care about pad anymore. I'm trying to ease you. Did you go AC, by the way, or did you go elsewhere? Ouch. Do this for damage. And then do this. Might die because there's not 4 Teal Orb. That would be unfortunate if true. Ah, no, we're okay. You have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot soon, and you may be taken a longer route by a movie theater to acquire a Mario Pikmin. You went Lapis. What'd you get for your berries then? I thought you were gonna say something like, oh, and since I'm there, I'll get a pizza or a burger or something. How much of a longer route is it? How much of a... And why do you need to go to Home Depot or Lowe's? Anyway. They're the same plaza. Oh, that's not that long then. That's basically, you're already there. It's a little detour, but it's a worthy detour. It's not crazy out of the way. That's not bad. That's not. You need a hose for your kitchen sink? What the heck? Why are you mad at me for? Interrogating? I'm interrogating too much. Oh, is this the same kitchen sink problem that you had like a while ago? You're still trying to fix it, I guess. Dude, sometimes I'm like, man, I should never stream again, and just go back to being a viewer of stuff, being a consumer. I mean, I am a stream monster at heart. Always have been. Since, I mean, I was fucking watching Evo on fucking Ustream in 2000 whenever. When you type in chat, it makes an annoying feedback sound. You never had this until re-logging yesterday. That's interesting. I have no idea what would make that happen. This sounds like something that would be related to mobile. Oh, just the hose for a new sprayer, okay. Dark berries is pretty bad. Electric is pretty good though. Surely you have at least one Raichu BFS. Surely you have at least one Raichu BFS. On PC, I simply do not know what it is that's happening to you. I've never heard of that being a thing. I don't know what it is. Dark works out because you have a decent Meowscarda. Oh, Meowscarda becomes dark when you evolve into the 3rd stage. I don't think I knew that. I assumed it would stay grass. Oh. That kind of makes me not want it as much. Because, like, grass is a good one because of lapis, whereas dark is not really as used because it's just the snow place, which seems like no one ever cares about going to. It's like a bop, bop, bop. Very, that's weird that it's on PC because it sounds like such a mobile type of feature. Isn't that literally a thing on iPhones? That, like, you can have it, like, make the noise for each letter you type? I've never heard of that being on keyboard before. I don't know what that would be. Yeah, it could be some accessibility thing. Could check settings like that. Keyboard or accessibility. Typing settings. Highlight misspelled words. Add a space after I choose it. Show text as I type. Advanced keyboard settings. Granted, I'm on Windows 10, so it might not have whatever the setting is, but I don't know what it would be. I don't know what that would be. But yeah, maybe looking in keyboard settings or accessibility settings could get you there. Yeah, otherwise I have no idea. Otherwise I don't have a damn clue. Alright, then. This. Were there any, I know that there was some other, they're not in the same town, alright, that's a little bit more of a drive, I don't know about that one. I don't know, there was another, Summer Games Fest type of stream today, I think it was like, India Game Showcase or something, I don't know what the hell it was called. But I didn't catch any of it. I don't know if there was anything particularly interesting announced. I don't think so, though. I haven't heard any buzz. You need pesticides. Cupra DX. Yeah, I mean, I don't have that, so I don't know what setting it would be. Let's see. Keyboard sounds. Keyboard sounds in GX. Every tap fully yours. Sounds like a thing you can turn on. Different keyboard sounds are built into Opera GX. Just head to Settings, Mods. How do I change my keyboard sounds? Go to Settings and find the keyboard option under Mods. I don't know, try some shit like that. Change something, try something like that? It seems like a lot of, I just kind of googled like Opera GX keyboard sounds, and there's a lot of people seeming to talk about it, so I think you should be able to find some results there. Opera. I guess that'd be more like, do that one Hey Arnold episode where they do like the opera stuff. That one's absolute classic. An absolute classic. And then of course you have the J.G. Wentworth song. Advertisement. I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth. Cash now. I don't know if that's technically opera though. I don't know if that's technically opera. It was in mods. Yeah, that does seem like a weird place for keyboard stuff to be. I'll blame you on that one. That's weird that it would just turn on. Oh, I guess you said you reset it yesterday. Okay, that makes sense then. I was gonna say, it'd be weird for that to have just randomly started, but yeah, you reset it, so that makes sense, I suppose. You can kind of see what I was talking about, though, as far as using Reinhardt here for all these kind of like collab event dungeons where I don't, you know, it's a lot easier to do this than actually have to fully combo 7x6 boards with free run. You know, I don't need that nonsense. I don't gotta do that, so just make it simple. Images were not. I had a weird thing earlier today where the main homepage of Twitter loaded, and I was like doing stuff for PIL, so I was like clicking to open tabs of posts to look at later, and but then those posts wouldn't load and had like a weird 403 error. I was like, that's strange. And then I'm like, all right, well, let me try loading it on Chrome, and those tabs loaded. And then I just said, you know what? I think I've had this happen before, and it just eventually starts working. So I just I went back to them later, and they just all started working again. Don't really know why. Like, because I could still go over to the home page and like look at tweets and yeah, just strange. You were kind of hoping it would just work. Sign in to Google. You can't sign into Google. You're driving a Marlboro, kid. Marlboro grip meet and greet. A, don't kill me. Marlboro. That's a decent drive. That's a decent drive. It's a decent drive. Chrome for YouTube. You take the highway and just keep chatting. Let's go 70 miles per hour. No, stop it. Stop. Swimming, clubs, advisor, Volsung descended. Alright. Now, one thing to be somewhat concerned about is the fact that the Puzzle & Dragons ads have not been very cooperative lately. I think I died when trying to use this team because it did a big delay on everybody. So I think I actually should probably try Freren here then. I went in YOLO with the Rain team and I believe I died. I guess still could be a problem here, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see the Tobogo. Do this one. And I do this one. I do this one. And I do this one. Been getting a lot of 5-second ads lately. Oh, on ad. Yeah, I don't know. The ads for me in the past week, I would say, have like been very much not cooperative. Like there's been some days where I've had to straight up just not even. I think there was one day I just didn't get to do the video ads. Like I tried multiple times throughout the day and they just never worked. Though that also coincided with the fact that my phone's battery has just been having a mind of its own, which has been pretty frustrating. For its own reasons, obviously. Messed up the extra red match, but it's probably not needed. You can go into setting Google Ad ID and reset it, but sometimes it still ended up working. So it's like I don't know. It has also enabled me to, or I guess disabled me from burning all stam at times, especially when we had 4 stam refreshes, and I'm trying to like burn a bunch of it on a gorilla or something, and then sometimes they just don't work. So then the time runs out to do the gorilla, and it's like, well, I guess I'm just not doing it today. I'm not doing all the refreshes. So that's happened a few times as well. Or just a reboot. I mean, I tried a bunch of things. I didn't try the Google ID reset. I did try the like change to mobile data thing, and it seemed like that worked at first because it worked on like the first ad, and then it didn't work anymore. So it's just been all over the place. It's just been all over the place. Annoying that these clouds are here, though. I guess I could have made sure I made it match a heart match, huh? That might have been a good idea. The next floor is a big preemptive, I guess I die. I just didn't match a heart match. Yeah, it could be. Oh, we're living. The question is, do I use the thing to get rid of both the shields? I'm going to try it. That way we'll know for 3P. I'm assuming this has a 3P dungeon, though I don't actually know for sure. There we go. Got the heal. How do you do the Google thing again? I've only done that like one other time, I think, to try to fix it. And even then, like, it's sometimes still works without having to do that. But how many more turns of this thing? 2 more. Alright. Heal TPA's got me. More turns. Hope there isn't an awaken bind this turn. That's okay. Did a light mass attack to target the pieces, but maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. They're almost at half, and they're not quite, huh? Well, this is good because this turn I can't hit him anyway. So I should mass attack in order to... that way it'll hit the pieces, but it won't hit the boss, because I don't have the VDP up anyway. So that makes sense. There you go. Now that's looking good. This is the boss, right? This is the boss, absolutely. Okay. Run this as well, just cause. Do mass attack. That should do it. I mean, I guess you could argue I should be looking for a dark mass attack as well, but I'm pretty sure this will work. Nice. Nice. Okay. Student councils. Machine God or Farion descended! Exclamation point. A mouthful. That's a mouthful. Alright, have we done everything except for the skill thing? Oh wait, what's this? Surely these are easy, right? No light orbs, no dark orbs? Do I even care? do I actually even care? Probably not for the first ones are probably easy enough. With services, all services add silly advertising ID, get new ID. And there's no danger that can happen from me doing that. Damn, this is an old school enemy. Doesn't attack you until it gets touched, and then it will start doing work. That was a Skyfall L, green L. Impressive. Meowing, he's meowing, he's driving at 70 miles an hour and he's meowing. Officer. Get him. Get him. What's been a pain in the butt? Doing the Google ID delete? What happens that makes it a pain in the butt, or is it just having to go to the menu for it is annoying? Resetting the Opera browser. Okay, yes, that makes sense. That does sound annoying. I'm gonna deny that. I'm gonna deny that. But the IP reset has never given you a problem? Okay. do think it'd be funny to do all of these with a not tricolor theme. Oh. These should be easy. At least the first ones all look easy. Maybe the last one's hard or something. So far, so good. Okay, I'm chilling. No, I don't even have to use Athena. We still got this ready. Don't even have to. I was watching some of that VOD of the Jerma stream yesterday where he was starting to go through his most impactful 364 games of all time. Definitely has been interesting. Made me think about my like a gaming journey and history and what kind of things would be in my list. There's definitely some that I don't know the name of that I would have to try and find out. Because it's not about the best game, it's about the most impactful game. A couple that I know 100% would at least be involved would be Line Rider, obviously. I mean, come on. It just would have to. That would have to be involved. A couple easy ones would definitely be Super Smash Bros. 64, Line Rider, Counter-Strike 1.6. I guess at this point Puzzle and Dragons would have to be involved. Those are a couple easy ones that come to mind immediately at the very least. Yeah, I think those would be the definitely some high rated ones. I feel like Tetris would be involved. I feel like Tetris would get a mention, I think. I think at this point Picross would probably get a mention. Maybe a few other puzzle games. I would probably have to put in Dota or League, just because there was time spent there. But they wouldn't be nearly as high ranked, but they would be involved. What else would be another one? Oh, Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 would definitely. Street Fighter 4 and Marvel 3 would absolutely be in the list, getting ranked. Rocket League, absolutely, absolutely. Probably Melee as well. Probably Melee as well. Brawl to some extent, maybe. It's probably, I don't know if Brawl would be worth the mention, but perhaps. Pokemon, obviously, would gotta that would have to get involved for sure. Red, gold, yellow. Red, yellow, gold. Diamond, platinum, hard gold. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium. I don't know if I would actually put Pokemon Pinball on there, even though I did play it a bunch. Pokemon Trading Card Game for the Game Boy would probably get on the list. Trying to think about other Pokemon ones. I'm sure there's maybe some others. I think any of these, yeah, none of these are shield breaking abilities, but sure. I think it'd be a fun exercise. Oops, didn't mean to connect all those, but that's okay, I guess. I think I would have a much higher number of games on there, of games that were impactful, despite me like not really playing them and or not beating them at least. Like I said, been a stream monster for a long time. Or, you know, younger sibling as well. Younger sibling also counts. I hope this works. It's feeling like it's not working. Feeling like the ad refresh for Stam is not working here. That's annoying. Oh. That's not. It just seems random when it decides to. I wonder, hold on, what if maybe I need to turn that on. That actually could be causing part of the problem. I had airplane mode on. I've been doing that a lot lately to help see if it makes a difference for the battery. Alright, cancel the attempt to refresh the Stam. How about now? How about now? It's thinking about it. What other games would be Sonic Adventure 2 Battle? Now I'm trying to think about like GameCube games. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I already mentioned Melee. Mario Party 2 and 3. Mario Strikers, maybe. Mario Baseball, Super Sluggers, whatever the GameCube one was, that could go on there. What other? Pikmin 2 specifically, I think. Pikmin 2. I'd have to think about that more. Other N64 games, Paper Mario. Definitely Paper Mario. Mario Tennis could go on there. Mario Golf, no. Probably not Mario Golf. If you're wondering what's happening to the screen, I'm trying to refresh the ad and it's struggling. Alright, what if I do this? Mobile data setup, and kill the application. Maybe that'll work. Come on, work. Usually if it doesn't load like within the first 3 seconds, then it's probably not gonna work. No, I didn't. Trying the other stuff that usually works for. Oh, the mobile data one worked. Holy moly. Nice. It still took a while to load in though, so that was kind of spooky. I was also talking about, like, maybe Dukester, maybe you have some interesting answers for this. What would you say are some of the most impactful games of your life? No, they don't have to be the best games, but like maybe you have It was like the first video game you ever made, or the first video game you ever played, or the first video game that was, you know, co-op and made you think about like that aspect of gaming, or just like impactful games. Not best games, impactful games. Alright, anyway, it worked. I mean, other people can answer that too, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Quake for sure. Oh, Quake Live for me would be one that I would put on the list for sure. That's a good call. I didn't think about that. Were you a Doom guy or a Duke Nukem guy either? Team Fortress, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2. Yep. I didn't play Team Fortress Classic. I did play TF2 though. TF2 would have to be on the list for sure. That'd have to be on there. Music. Continue. I don't know if I can get to 10 combos with this amount of stuff. No, because there's no Skyfall. Oh, nice. That still did enough damage, Athena. Thank you, Athena. Or like sometimes people will have like their first RPG, like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy or something like that. That would be, I feel like that's a common, impactful, you know, first kind of long story game or RPG or things like that. That's another one. Or like your big first open world game like GTA or something. That could be one for a lot of people, I think. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, nice. That one goes to the minus orbs. The minus combo. I don't think I'm going to be able to last until stretch break in terms of having to pee here, so I might try to pee after this one. That's a little spooky if we get awakened bound. That would be kind of annoying. A lot of minus orbs too. Wow, that one set of minus orbs made the red go negative. Okay, nice. That was the last floor. I didn't see that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna pee really fast before entering the next one here. We're entering the last one. Yeah. Do you play many other games at all currently? Obviously Quake, TF2CS, those are all classic multiplayer shooting games, but I imagine nowadays it's either more single player or just pad, maybe even. That's a lot of minus orbs. That's a lot of minus orbs. Well, I probably can't get ahead of that. I think was the first multiplayer you ever played mind-blowing back then? Yeah, I imagine. I imagine. LPB for short. LPB. Why do I feel like I know what that means, but I don't seem to know what that means? LAN player battle? I don't know. Okay, surely this time there's enough pluses, right? Actually, I don't think. There is not. Oh, it says your messages are not being set. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you there. Was it right around the time you got cable internet? Oh, low ping bastard. Because you had good internet. Nice. I definitely have heard that term before. That's cool. Nice. You almost forgot Diablo 1. Ooh, yeah, an early... Yeah, sure, yeah, that'd be a good one. Good one to put on your own personal list. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know why it cuts off your messages? I don't know either. I don't have any setting on. I don't see any auto mod things pop up. I don't know if there's a cooldown or something. I don't think I have anything set that would do that, but again, I don't see any. I don't know. I don't know. Surely this guy doesn't kill me, right? Surely. In full health? Everything else was so weak. Surely you don't kill me even though you're damaged up, powered up. Ah, not even close. Not even close. You don't play any other than Pad these days? Do you have I imagine obviously time and everything are part of it. But if you didn't have other responsibilities, let's say, would you want to play other games? Even if you don't know what the games would be. Like, would there be a world where playing games would be something that you would want to do? That does nothing, okay. Or do you think you would do other activities? You just don't delve into it anymore. You suppose my time's not an issue? Well, you know, it kind of always is, right? Because you'll have that, like, a voice in the back of your mind, maybe, that's like, maybe I should just do a different, like, you know. There's always something to do around the house instead, right? Like, there's that aspect, or, like, feeling tired and don't feel like doing stuff, so you watch something instead. Or, maybe you have, like, that kind of internal... I'm not saying you, I'm saying, like, as a grouping. I feel sometimes where I feel it sometimes in terms of like, oh, I shouldn't spend time doing that. I should work on this other thing, or maybe go for a walk instead, or you know, do a different hobby or something like that, or learn something else, learn something new. That ad worked right away, so that was nice. That was good. Okay, so. Anything here that I need to do? Clear lifetime thing. Encounter 40 Tamadra in a dungeon and clear the dungeon. What? Perform ideal evos. That's kind of annoying. Oh wait, what's all this? This has got 11. Wait, what is all this? Where's this dungeon? Okay, let's do this, I guess. Your wife wouldn't be happy. See, I knew there had to be something. But no, I didn't say it had to be an online game, though. It could be a single-player game. Like a story, you know, some sort of single story player game. What do you have to do for the starter ordeal things? Like what? I guess what does the team have to look like? Paraplessy breaky ordeals. Yeah, I get that part. I think I'll see what the gear stuff quests are, because they might be a little more interesting than the whimsical wave, whatever it's called, ones there with the breaky and stuff. Wipe teams. I haven't actually looked at what's in the 3P, but I'm sure there's some stuff from the gear stuff related things, I imagine. Honestly, I was starting to get a little worried that because of the battery issues with the phone, I was wondering, like, would I even be able to, like, play the game and stream? Like, would the charge not be able to keep up? Looks like it's done okay though. Okay, Pad Academy. S rank, sure. Obtain any of the 5 monsters from Pad. What does that mean? Oh, well, like one of the drops. Sure, yeah, that'll happen. Send exchange for eat 10. Wait, eat lunch 10. Oh yeah, okay, that's that thing. Complete menu number 1. Okay, yeah. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of those. Yeah, I mean all of it's probably pretty easy. I'm not saying we do this now. I'm just seeing what's there for post stretch break. Okay, we'll have 3. This is normal for both. I think this one has normal, and then this one maybe has the no assist regular. Yeah. Okay, that's doable. Home Depot meet and greet happening now. See you there. Don't need to do that. You like pull up the stream and like force people to watch the stream. Sure, let's try the S rank for funsies, I guess. Small town Home Depot, then you're used to the parking lot being more busy, but it's so empty. She. Yeah. Whoa, no way. What does this do? Actually kind of a bad ability. It's also bad that this board did not give me a blue orb, so that's kind of annoying. We'll Skyfall it, easy. We don't even need to. Well, maybe we do, because we had to waste a turn here now. What's your S-Rank team look like nowadays, Dukester? No light orbs, huh? floors left. Let's do that for a board. Oh, goofy song. Goofy song. What even, what the meet and greet thing you're doing is for Pikmin, right? Are there game actions that can take place, or is this just like other people that play the game? Well, he's probably not here. He said be right back after all. He didn't say be right back after all. Oh, that's one of the things. Right, that'll be a thing. I got one of the ladies. I assume that also makes my combo count higher, because I didn't have to do anything for a floor, so it's like 0. Maybe it doesn't count as 0, maybe it just doesn't count as a turn, I guess, right? But I guess it doesn't count as a 0 necessarily. You've done it. Almost certainly an S rank. Boom. Big points. Big time points. Okay. I wonder if that also did the... Yeah, that counted as obtaining one of the fairy tales. Okay, good. How many free rolls are we gonna get? That's not real ones, right? No. 1, 2. Looks like just 2, but one is a 7-star guarantee. Okay. See if this can work. See if this will work. It worked. Nice. I technically didn't fix the camera. Probably not. It's probably like autofocusing and messing up. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, amazing. Does the next one work? Thinking? Uh-oh, it's thinking for a while. It might not work this time. It might not work this time. Yeah, it seems like it's not working. Yeah, they try, I guess. Gotta let it cancel itself out. The 6:45. Alright, I'm canceling it manually. Taking too long. I was trying to do the free roll. I got one of them to work, but I don't need to do it for stamina yet. All right, what do I need to do? Set any monster. Change, and then set stuff as lead. I guess I should see what I have here. Yeah, I always make sure to try to get the freestone one first. Academy. Okay. Oh, it's a shield loop. Okay. Changes to that. Avoids attribute absorption and enhance for 5 turns. Long cooldown. You did Academy Typhon with Rosetta. I was thinking maybe just a rainbow thing, but do the old Geno. The old Geno swapperoni. And get someone in there. Combine status. Sure. Do that one. I probably used this one last year, which is why it's here. Set. 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 Where is it? Set any monster and clear the dungeon. This could be a challenge. Now what does this one do? Crunch by 1. Okay, I'll do that first, I guess. For 4 turns. Alright, so leave that one. Do this guy. Do the swap. Guy. Yeah, I know. I don't really have Rosetta made necessarily. Whereas this I already had made, I could just put in one thing. Ow. A little spooky. Probably need that that lav rail up real quick. Real soon. Alright, just don't kill me this turn, right? Surely. Almost dying every turn is a little spooky. A little spooky. I guess I have to do this now. Actually, I probably didn't need to, but... Steam does not have a lot of health. good chance we actually can't do it with this team and have to do the Rosetta thing. Well, we would have died right there if we didn't have the shield up. Funny story? Oh, I'm interested. Definitely interested. By being the one guy with good, the one guy with good internet. Used to connect to a local server and picks off stuck HPVs where that were locked up. You would assassinate people with bad internet to help them, like respawn. Is that what that's saying? Yeah, high ping. Or just to get the free kills. Didn't kill? Ouch. You had 20 ping? Holy moly. That is quite impressive back then. I mean, we're alive, but there's like 5 more floors. There's 6 more floors left. Yeah, maybe it's time to switch to the Typhon. Might be time to. Oh shit, good song. Side of the moon. Usually one, and that was how you got recruited into clan arenas for TF1. That's pretty sick. Hold on, this guy's got good internet. We gotta get him on the team. Very funny. Kind of bad at this. We might need that awaken bind, and it might be a problem. Server we play was in San Diego, so it was Instant Hero. Damn, the 12 bill is like perfect for just not killing everything. Oh shoot, I didn't do the reveal shield. Well, might be in trouble, fellas. Are you gonna preemptive kill me? No, you're just gonna kill me from Awakened Vine instead. Because this thing overwrote, and so now we're dead. Yeah. Yeah. Even if we had done the leader skill, I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think it would have mattered. Bummer. So, get rid of this probably, but I don't have to manage the do that, then clear, and then do why doesn't it do the thing where it shows my guys on the top? How do I do the setting that makes my team show up here? There's a way to do that. I don't know why it doesn't do that anymore. To do that if I select one? No. I don't know why it's not doing that then. Yeah, I have no idea. That's definitely like it used to do that. What is the setting to make them appear up top? The team. It makes it easier to do quick switching of the leads instead of having to search it up. No. What the hell is the setting? You guys know what I'm talking about? Where like the team would show up here that you can, instead of having to like go find it. I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. I know this was a feature. You haven't used that? Oh, it's so nice for exactly this situation, because you go with select one and you do like click to undo, you'd go like click, click, and then you'd like redo them back, but you'd click up here so you'd put them in the order that you want. It was like 1,000 times better than having to do what I'm about to have to do. I wonder... No, it wasn't like that though. It was like... It's kind of like how you can turn the text search on and off. It was like that. That's not what I want to do. Although I do want to see... That's not what I want to do either. Where's the thing where you can check like make animations, process reduction? That's the one. I think I might turn that back on for now. With my phone battery being an issue. He's meowing, he's back. Organize the monsters you own in boxes through Monsters House. Spam notifications. Game over notifications. Future warning. Sale warning. No. I don't don't know. I don't know how that seemingly has become a lost feature in the game. Seemingly a lost feature in the game. I don't know why. Very annoying. Was it this one? Which one even is it? It's that one, okay. I don't need to 120 it or whatever, I just need to probably skill it up. What I was gonna ask Dunk Tongue was like, what happens at said meetup? Like, what do you do? What takes place? This is the Vicious song. Because they always go, Pog X23. Well, 13, 14, 15. Transform, it goes here, and then you need charge by 6. Charge by 3. Okay. Then do you believe in me? Boop 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 pee pee. I don't even think. But whatever. You put that on fine. Yeah, that's fine or whatever, but I'm just trying to do this. Okay, we gotta do this one first. I already did the S+. Okay. That. And do that. Do this, and then do this, then do this. I've not used this team in quite a while. Oh, we won't have one up next turn. Trying to save some of the others. No. Did I not do a box somehow? Okay, whatever, man. Oh, it's just that one that has it. Oh. If I do a box, this should be able to kill. I must have messed up the box or something. Yeah, okay. Must have. I mean, I didn't need to do it there, but you know. Color absorb was dark on this guy? Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I must have missed the box on the first one. Savage. Savage time. I do remember that I'm supposed to heart L usually with this team. It seems like it's just barely doing enough damage to kill every time. Just barely. Well, that seems bad. Hello. Okay, you might know this. What is the are you aware of the setting when you're doing you're editing team stuff and you like go to the box and it has what your team is up top grayed out? Because it makes it nice when you just want to swap their positions. For some reason that doesn't show up anymore and I don't know why. Yeah, maybe. That sounds like the setting. That sounds familiar. No, the thing where the team shows up at the top when you're doing the changing. The first one, I think. I think it's the first thing that you said. Uh-oh. Well, you won't be able to see it. The whole thing is that I don't see it. The whole thing is that I couldn't find... For some reason, the setting wasn't... Or, like, the team didn't show up at the top anymore when I always have it working like that as a default. For doing specific things, specifically like this, where you're like, oh, I need to lead a thing from the collab, let me switch them quick. And you can't do that unless you have that setting because it's obnoxious. Otherwise, you have to actually go and find them. The whole point I'm at... If I knew where it was, I'd already have it set up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me see where you can't see it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know where to see it. I don't remember where the option was. That's the question. Where was the option? Because I don't even remember where it is, because I've had it set that way so long. I don't even know where it's supposed to be. So it could, I'm assuming it's somewhere, and I just don't remember where it is. I would have thought it would be when changing the team. Or like when selecting the box stuff. But I easily could have glossed over it while in there too. Yeah, I looked at the menu stuff. I didn't see anything there, so I didn't really anticipate to see something there. Damn, that gave me a lot more HP. Anyway, hi. Damn, it makes you think I should have made Typhon have that Dark Sap attribute, and then maybe some of these would have killed in one shot, huh? I didn't think it would matter that much. Didn't think it would matter that much. Why are you cooked? Although after this it's stretch break, by the way. It's already past 7. Somehow that happened. I don't know how that happened so fast. Can't walk. What? What did you do? Okay, hold on. Why is the phone doing this? No, don't. What is this? Why is maps like trying to do shit on its own? No, don't update the map. I never said you could do that. Never said you could fucking do that. A-store? Updates available? How? I don't even understand how. What is auto? It's not even enabled to auto update. How is it? How is it attempting? Why are phones so fucking stupid? Why is it trying to do this? I never said it could start trying to auto update the maps. I don't understand. Why are phones stupid? In Vegas for vacation, for some reason, your existing blood disorder said no, and now you're anemic. Rented a wheelchair for Grandpa, and now you're the one using it. Wow. Oh, so you're like actually messed up. Damn. What do you mean, Dukester? What did you have to do with? Why am I getting this stuff? If you've just dealt with whatever you're saying I'm doing, apparently. Why is Google Maps trying to automatically update, despite it being not enabled to do that? And how do I stop it from doing that? Oh, you're talking about the gout thing being you from a few days ago. Okay, I thought you were saying... Okay, never mind. Alright, fair enough. Savage. Normally take 3 weeks without treatment to get this bad, but for some reason you got treatment like 2 weeks ago and something in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's related to Vegas being just an awful place. You didn't gamble. Punishment for not gambling. I could have gotten an extra combo in there, but I messed it up. Not like it's needed, but... Oh, well, even with the green damage, it didn't do enough up. Well, I guess I didn't mess that up. And now you understand why it was cheap, didn't you? Now you're understanding why it was cheap in the first place. Because they're killing you out there. That's why. Also, it's because Vegas is like cratering because people don't have money because of the economy, because glances around at everything and vagues, gesturally vagues. Perhaps at a certain man as well. The all-inclusive food was 90% burgers. I mean, that's not bad necessarily. I mean, to be honest, it's probably a safe bet for them because that would probably be satisfactory to most random people. Like, burgers are an American food. They ain't gonna be looking to make, you know what, I'm not even gonna... They wouldn't be looking to force some random exotic foods on random Americans that, you know, perhaps are not ready for some of that. Which I think is very reasonable for them to do. Burgers weren't even that bad. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess... I mean, you can mess up a burger for sure, but, like, it's not... For someone that cooks as their profession, not me, I'm saying, like, the person that's making your food is, in theory, cooking as a profession, it's pretty not hard to mess up. It's pretty hard to mess up, I mean. For, like, a reasonable... You know, if someone's real picky about, like, medium, half rare, like, you know, some BS like that, sure, but, like, as far as, like, give me a solid burger. That's not... I feel like that's pretty reasonable to go for. You try to make smash burgers at home and don't... Well... I do remember you sharing pictures of that, I think. And yeah, those looked crazy. But yeah, it seemed like you didn't have the correct tools, which is, I would say, maybe important aspect of being able, and doesn't detract from the statement I made, you know, having improper tools was not part of what I mean, I kind of specifically said as a profession, so I feel like that absolves me of that. Yeah, exactly, Dooster. Exactly. It's a safe bet to go for. Especially when it's supposed to be a all-inclusive food. Granted, they would kind of need a vegetarian option, but... Let's see if this ad works. It didn't earlier when I beat it for the first time. Then I'll pull up the box thing to see if we can find the prioritize team button or check mark or something. I probably just missed it, but I was blind. I needed someone else's eyes to see it. And then we'll stretch break, scrandle, etc. Then maybe Hank's back, or maybe Hank is over. Otherwise, maybe we somehow do the 3P with random person. Well, the ad still does not want to work. I'm gonna cancel it. Okay. Can we select all at once? There it is. Prioritize team. Okay, I found it. Yeah, it's really nice because then you can do stuff like boom, 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 boom. So now you have this order. Yeah, okay. Granted, I don't actually want that here now, but that's what I would have done before. No, I haven't, Dupster. Because we've already had the ads work without having to do it. Now, what was there before? It was, Jen Naru. This guy. It was that guy. Okay. It is stretch break time for sure. It's already 7:20, so we're a bit past it. So we will go to the be right back screen for a moment. Then when I come back, we will go to the scrandling. But for now, we will be right back. Did I dump in Academy? I don't know what you mean by that. You parked in a movie theater with no plans going inside? Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
Why would I roll in Academy?
Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible. We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
The ad did not work.
Thank you for your call. We appreciate your business and the opportunity to assist you.
The mall still has the mall still has a deserted Sears and Sears Auto with logos. Academy, Camilla, GG. I already have 2 of them. Absolutely no reason to spend 4. Okay. Is the music on? The music is on. The free ad rolls are not working. Cornish patty or cheeseburger? I mean, I'm taking the burger. Yes? I'm taking the burger, I guess. The Hawks burger or the Brookie burger? See, I shouldn't have trusted you. The regular burger there. Regular burger. Cheeseburger or chicken teriyaki bowl? Both of those look pretty darn good, but this one's only $6. Alright, well, F me, I guess. Toast, chicken dinner, or popcorn? Give me the dinner. Grilled cheese with chicken or helmet nachos? I feel like there's too much green in those nachos. I don't even see the nachos. They're both similar price. You can go in grilled cheese. Can't even see the actual chips. Chicken shawarma or baked potato and Guinness pies with mushy peas and gravy. The picture of the left doesn't really tell us what it's looking like inside, but I still think I might go with that anyway. Screw the pea. Do you have a blood condition? No, I was right. I was right. Turkey pork stuffing pie or lamb meat and chips. I mean, the one on the right is very cheap, but it looks weird. I don't like how it looks personally. So I think I'm gonna go with the lamb, even though it's more expensive. Indian box. Feels like oh, it is English. Yeah, they say weirdly kind of racist angle things like that. Isn't it a thing that they don't say like they're gonna get Chinese food? They say I'm gonna get a Chinese, which just feels. It feels like there's an implied like weird. It just doesn't sound good. It doesn't feel like a thing you should say. That being said, box looks better, I think. Box looks better. Feed. Chili cheese fries that look or double bacon and cheeseburger with some chips with non-melted looking cheese. Like that cheese doesn't look particularly melted. Not to me at least. Similar price. I feel like people are gonna vote for the left, but I'm gonna click the right. Okay, whatever my brain was telling me was correct there. I don't know what it was telling me, but hot dog and a beer for almost 20 bucks, or the Hawaiian Bowl. That Hawaiian Bowl does not look particularly great. So I guess also a very precariously placed cup of beer could fall over at any second. Wow, they went with the Hawaiian Bowl. I guess Because I don't know shit. What do you think is that dust on top? What is that? What is that sprinkled on top there? Pepper? Not the greatest showing. I'm just gonna go with this. I don't even know what it is. Cheese? I almost went with the cheese, man. I should have done I should have believed in the cheese. I should have believed in the cheese, man. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Kebab. A waffle made of rice? Or a mixed drink? Okay. What? Everyone used to vote for alcohol in this game. Fried food and jelly. No one wants whatever that is. Made from beetroots. Should've went with the borscht. Should've went with the borscht. Oh well. It's one of the world's 3 favorite soups. Maybe. Alright. Let's get the phone back. Let's get the phone back up. Okay, attend to those later. Pad Academy machine. Okay. Pad Academy egg machine free roll for Pad Academy login stamp day 2. It's Camilla or bust basically, right? Yeah. Third. Okay. This was the lunchtime roll from a couple days ago. Yesterday. I don't remember which day. It was either the 7th or the 6th. I'm gonna give this a 6. The Munchlets, lunchtime. My box is full. That's crazy. I don't even want to deal with these. I know. Oh, fuse them to get skill ups or gem. I mean, I ain't got time for that. Seven-star plus pad academy egg machine free roll for Munchlets lunchtime reward in menu number 1 exclamation point. That's a mouthful. I already said exactly what you brought up as I was talking about it. I literally said that. Oh, I know there's a thing to skill it up, and I said it all faster. You didn't hear it. You need to fix that blood in your ears. Get some in your ears. Anyway, this was the one that I didn't have, which I remember at the time was like kind of the best one, wasn't it? Or one of the good ones at least. 9909. Not so much nowadays, but at least I got it, I guess. Alright, anyway. Get that out of here. What? Okay. What happens when I open this? Is this like give me a dungeon for an hour or something? Or does it give me one run of a dungeon? And do I even care? One run? I might as well just do it then. Okay. Does it give me a stone for doing it? It's Hank, everybody. It's Hank. You were saying that we were hoping you were feeling better earlier. You came at a good song time. Let's go to the beat. Rip 1.3x points? What do you mean? Do I get a stone for doing this dungeon too? You're telling me there's a leader skill that gives 1.3x points multiplier? Okay, tell me one. Because I don't know what you're talking about. Amelia or Denkin? I didn't even know this was a thing in the game. It is a thing in the game, huh? I didn't know that. And what was the other one? Denkin. Huh. It's a relatively new ability then. I didn't know that. Kind of annoying to like now have to have a team that has a have a team that's a multiplier for puzzle for points or whatever. Yeah, the bird. I know what you're talking about. Tonight is gonna be daytime. Title. Yes and no. Mostly no. Like there was like this to maximize DBs, but then the problem is these skills overwrite and you don't have the buttons for the dark ones. There's also supposed to be another Camilla. It's supposed to be more like... Where is the other one? Did I go past it? Oh, I must have overwritten the other one. The one that is for dungeon drops, that's like with the dark thing, the fucking dark guy that does the drops thing, not the rank thing, you know what I'm talking about? That one has, that one had the Camilla on it, and yada yada yada, and blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Had like this thing on one of the spots, maybe. It had this thing on there. I don't think it had this on there anymore, even though it... Yeah. Yeah, like this guy. No, I don't have V-Kitty. But I do have two of these. Yeah, I must have recently overwritten the Varroa team. But I should remake and update both of them. Both this and the Celine one. I mean, the first easy switch is get rid of one of these. Get rid of one of these and bring in the other Camilla. That's the first easy thing. Also, the Camilla equip's not, or like the reason I didn't, there was a point where I was doing that Christmas person, whatever it's called, begins with a G. Whatever it's called, the one that was on the screen, you know what the fuck it is. Because it had more skill boost, so then you could inherit a button onto it, because there was dungeons that you don't actually want to use regular Camilla button. Camilla only hits 2 things, and there's floors that have more than 2 things, and so that's annoying. Like during the beach time or something, when we were doing that kind of thing, or whatever. Whatever the fuck it was. Anyway, there's 3 3P dungeons for us to do, Hank. I don't know if Dukester is still here or not, but I know they go in and out a lot, so it's kind of hard to ever actually know if they're actively here. Don't need this anymore. Is boost egg drop rate a little even, like, is this the best? Is there something else besides Varroa Kitty that does this? No. This is just the best thing that I would have. This boosts eggs drop a little. It's the same language. And it has the same amount of DBs on it, but it has more pluses. Wouldn't this be better? Arquinos. Well, is Crab GFE? Oh, yeah, that guy. Okay, I have that guy. Why does he not show up? But what about what I just said here? Is this the same boost drop as Varroa? Because if so, this is just better than Varroa. Because it has more skill boost, so you can get a thing on it. It's the same boost? Well, he's just better then. Anyway, let's do these 3Ps. Oh no, wait. There any more? Oh, there's quest rolls. Should we do the rolls from quest, or should we do some 3P first and then do them? I know sometimes Dukester is on a clock. That would be my reasoning to do the at least some of it. I guess I'm kind of making the decision, huh? I'm kind of clicking into it already. This one should not. This one you can just run a normal team. No wife tonight. Oh shit, he's gonna go crazy. I believe I do this. That's a janky noise. So good. That real goofy noise. Real goofy noise right there. I like that. That noise that's a good noise. This is from the Lemmings? Damn. Dude, it's so like farty. It's so so good. Are you feeling better at all, Hank, by the way? Wow, that did a lot of follow-up damage. Uh-oh, red color absorb. Ruh-roh. You'll feel better when you have a new job and well, yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you said you also had like an actual sickness. Damn. Everyone in chat's feeling off. And I'm supposed to fake like I'm not. Rough. Tough being a guy on a camera. Sick day. How do you say that? Sickja? Sickja? Sickja. You can be miserable with us, we'll get there. Maybe. Sure has been a long time not being there. There has been a long time not being there where I feel like people are not willing to maybe even attempt to hire. Silva Gunner, so goofy. If you could roll one chase card and pad, you could at least be momentarily happy. Yeah, I can't complain about that, I suppose. And well, I guess you know what I have had an issue in the past week, which was that I rolled my ankle last. I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm pretty sure it was one of those days. So I've been sidelined a bit for that, which has made things been very depressing, because then I had that part in May where I was sick, which also kind of was sidelining me to some degree. And yeah, just things continuing to not particularly go that well. For those reasons. JJK for real. Cool. You've rolled an ankle before, but nothing compared to the pain of ankle gout. Looking forward. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that feels, and I don't want to ever know how it feels, Dukester. I hope I never have to know how it feels. All I know is that everyone says it's bad. You know what? Kind of same, Hank. Like, just the word gout is like, don't put that curse on me. Like, although, I guess, isn't it mostly about eating, like, it happens from, like, eating meat a lot, right? Or not a lot, but, like, the thing that causes it is usually, like, certain meat and stuff, right? So I guess, unless there's, like, some other specific food thing that can cause it, but I thought it was just my experience, my knowledge, my limited knowledge of just hearing other people talk about it is usually related to like red meat or something. Anybody want a tuna sandwich? I want, and there's something about like tuna Like, keep your added tuna out of here. Something like that. Whatever. Whatever. Question is, do I actually try to live stream the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? That's the real question. Phone is pretty warm. Rude, noted, nothing for you. I'll take the chips, you can have the fish in our fish and chips. I'll take the chips, you have the fish. How about that? Oh, I was saying the phone was hot, not the temperature. We did have a pretty hot few days, 80+ days. So today was cooled down a little bit more overnight, which was able to open the windows and kind of cool off the living space. And then today I think it only was in the 70s or something maybe. So I think we're gonna have some more 80s ahead now though. It hurts to move any body parts, instantly transmitted to the affected joint. Ooh. Ugh. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. Oh, yeah, my ankles. It's weird because it feels stiff and like it'll kind of be bothering me, but like it also at the same time doesn't. It's like not that bothering, but I don't know. It's like it's kind of at that when you have like an ankle roll, like sprain or whatever it technically is. There's like this stage where you're like, is it too early to start doing a little bit of stuff? You know, because if you just keep not necessarily doing anything, it might just, you know, almost make it take longer by having it get even more stiff, as opposed to like, is it stiff healing, or is it stiff not doing stuff and it's just getting stiff because you're not moving it around? That was nice that you had the delay on that one. Saved some time. Cool cat intended. Calculated, intended, everything else. Yes, 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 yes. Cool. You got a CRT for Pokemon Stadium. Your long-term goal is complete Living Dex for Gen 1, 2, and beat Pokemon Stadium with your in-game teams. Let me check 1 and 2. How are you going to do the living dex parts? Like on an actual like Game Boy with a red cartridge and a gold cartridge, or? Yes, CRTs are definitely heavy. Even if you want like a reasonable, not tiny one, like even if it's like whatever it is, like 18 inches or something, it's going to still be crazy heavy. Well, honestly, they're heavy. It's not necessarily the weight. It's like the weight and the distribution of the weight. Because like the back part of it will be kind of light, but it's bulky, so you need the arms back there. But the weight can be kind of front loaded onto one side, and so you're like, oh. I mean, there's literally one right. There's a CRT right there. But, you know, further. There, but further. Repo, Yellow, and Crystal, you were going to finish the set, but tariffs are killing you. Pokemon Stadium was indeed... Oh, I thought it was my turn for a second, and then I saw the fern. Pokemon Stadium for N64 was one that I had... Well, I still have the copy of it, but had on... as part of the set of N64 games that I had as a child. A great one. The mini games, fantastic. A great one for when friends were over and such. I don't think I technically ever beat the story of Stadium. 23 inches, the weight distribution is so messed up, the front's like 60, but that's what I'm saying, exactly. The front is always really heavy. Or, you know, one side is always really heavy, and the back is, like, very light. Pokemon Stadium after Champions would be peak. I have thought about, like, I have thought about playing that game. And I've thought about playing it in terms of... Well, because... Well, maybe you don't know. But if you know of Worster, Pokemon speedrunner extraordinaire, he's done full speedruns of the entirety of Pokemon Stadium in like one go. Actually, Stadium 2, I think. Maybe both. He's probably done both. But you're only allowed to use rental Pokemon. Because it makes it way more interesting. And back in the day, at least, those runs would take like over 24 hours. So it was quite an experience. As over time, he improved and got it to under 24 hours, but still would be, you know, 18 hours, 19, you know, insane lengths of time to play, to try to finish a game in one go. And then the Nintendo Switch Online version came to exist. And that doesn't have lag, because the real N64 has lag, and so all that lag adds up to take a very long time. And also the game is... The RNG in Stadium 1 when you're doing those runs is crazy. Like, and there's not really an easy way to explain it, because things can go wrong in so many places. But so you just kind of have to believe me on that one, but it is a crazy... It is an insane game. And a feat of human fortitude for him to have done as many runs as he's done, let alone one run. I've also thought about doing runs of like or not runs, but like playthroughs myself of not that because it's too long, but of Battle Power, Battle Factory, whichever one of those. They're the same thing in my brain, so I always mix them up. But one of those, because that kind of has a bit of a randomness to it, though. Technically, I think all of it's been kind of, you can figure out what your opponent, what set, like Pokemon have different specific sets that you can tell that opponents have based off of their first move or certain things, because he's also speedran that, so I've watched him do that. But it is kind of, that, it's almost, to me, when watching him doing the Heart Gold Soul Silver one, like the factory or whichever thing it's called, in my mind, it's like, it's kind of like doing showdown randoms in a way, but like there's an actual purpose. Granted, against a computer, but still. I thought that could be kind of fun to do at some point, just to try to beat it, because you have to beat it. You have to do it like 7 times in a row without losing or something to get the technical like best reward or whatever. And there's the part of me that would be like, oh, I should do it without like having all that info that he has as a speedrunner. But then the other part of me is like, but it would be nice. I don't know. It would be kind of nice to maybe have all that information at my hands. Yeah, they aren't easy. So I mean, I've watched him do speedruns of it. I would recommend following his channel. I would very much recommend following his channel. He's been in the game for ages. The game of speedrunning Pokemon. And Sonic, I think, too. A couple others, but Sonic and Pokemon, I feel like, are the ones. He's most known for Pokemon, but he also does a lot of, has done Sonic, older Sonic game speedruns too. I feel like a lot of the time individual levels, but probably some full runs too. And I'm sure he's done some other thing. I think he's like Golden Axe or something, or Golden some other game maybe. The thing for the Heart Gold thing is that I would want to do it on my actual card. And I technically have a DS that has the capture card thing. But last time I tried to use it, like the screen had like a weird issue. And then also, I think it was just that actually, but there was maybe an issue with the audio too. I forget. It's been obviously a long time because you don't even know it exists. But we tried doing it with Matchbox, I think it was called. The Matchbox puzzle game, if anyone remembers that, with the matchsticks. I'm sure Stung Tongue remembers that one. But then I had to switch to like doing it on an emulator because of some reason, I think. I don't remember what. I think it was because of the screen would like disappear, basically. Or not disappear, I don't know what the correct word is, but like the screen would work, and then all of a sudden it would kind of like break up. Not physically, but like the screen, like what is being displayed on the screen would just kind of like stop. Would like, it would have like a weird, something go wrong, you can't really see. Which is funny because I've seen footage of Worcester's DS that he uses for speedruns. And that thing looks beat to all hell. And mine does not. Mine looks really nice. It's 8 p.m. It is. That did happen pretty quick. Did happen pretty quick. Is there a specific reason it's holy shit just beyond the fact that it's been quick? We should, what do you guys think is gonna be in the Direct tomorrow? I'm usually bad at that kind of thing because like I kind of just always it kind of like usually leaves my mind on like what is coming up or what they would maybe be showing or any of that kind of thing. Like part of me thinks they wouldn't show any Pokemon related things because usually there's like their own Pokemon Presents, but then sometimes they do also include it, like they might mention wind and waves. Mario Kart DLC would make sense because the Mario Kart World game, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. New Mario 2D platformer. It does feel like they would have an announcement of one of the big IPs. Because really, right now on the Switch 2, there's, there isn't an actual Mario game, there isn't an actual Zelda game, right? There's kind of... You haven't played Wonder yet? Wonder was so good. I 100%ed it on stream. Yeah, just DK and Yoshi. I mean, there's technically the Metroid Prime game, but that's also released on the Switch 1. No, Ramen. Like, sometimes there might be some games that release on both, like Metroid Prime, like I just said, but not a guarantee. You bought it and put it off, you'll give it a run this summer. Why is there a phone going off? Oh, it's the end of the song. Okay. That's right. Nintendo keeps doing this. You buy a Wii U to play Super Mario Bros. U, and a year later they release Super Mario U Deluxe on Switch. It doesn't really sound like the same thing, because it hasn't happened with Wonder yet, and also, you definitely did not buy a Switch last year. If you bought a Switch last year, you're kind of stupid. Like, they were obviously... Like, it wasn't a surprise rumor that a Switch 2 was being announced. 3 years ago? It's still pretty late to get a Switch. But... yeah. Anyway, it still doesn't... I guess technically there is a, like, enhanced Mario Wonder on the Switch 2, right? There's DLC for Mario Wonder. I haven't bought that. Probably won't. Actually, is it out yet? I think it is out. That DLC thing. That had like the multiplayer thing and stuff too. So okay, what are we thinking for the Direct? I feel like there's gotta be one big IP, at least. It doesn't have to be Zelda or Mario necessarily, but... like, I feel like there's gotta be something. I know there was a new... a Splatoon thing recently. I don't know if that was, like, the announcement of a Splatoon thing, and then maybe this will have, like, a reminder about that. Or, like, more information about that. So that could be something. Splatoon Raiders, yeah. I thought there was a DLC thing too, not just Splatoon Raiders, but you remembered the name of the game, so I'm just gonna assume that you know better than me on that. Because I didn't remember the name of it. It would be crazy, and I would not expect it at all. And honestly, they shouldn't. They should not be announcing a new Smash. That would be insane. It wouldn't really even make sense, if I'm honest. Like, it would I would be baffled, not in like an exciting way. I'd be baffled in like, what? What the hell are you guys doing? not even in a mad way necessarily, just like, what? Why, what? They don't deserve that yet. They don't deserve that yet. They need to still be in the trenches with Ultimate for a bit longer, at least. And even then, I mean, might be the last one ever. Kind of hard to imagine that, but just because it's such a bot game, like it's such a seller. But I probably would not. I mean, there was the Star Fox thing recently, right? There was that. Rumors that was maybe a prologue, not prologue, but like a lead into an actual not remake of a Star Fox game, like an actual new one. I feel like there was rumors of that, but I don't think I would expect it in this direct. This is like the actual Star Fox remake thing isn't even out yet. I wouldn't expect that. Is this the boss? It's not the boss. I mean, I can charge up the thing and do Athena, but I think I might just take it safe and wait a turn. Ouchie. You got yours up anyway. You got yours up anyway. I wouldn't expect any Pikmin related things. Oh, well, like, you know, they might talk about the mobile game stuff. Like, oh, Pikmin Bloom and whatever, that kind of thing. I'm not really counting that, but yeah, that could be a thing. Don't expect any new DK. I mean, I'm sure they'll do this. They'll talk about all like the non-video game stuff as well, I imagine. Like, oh, the new Universal whatever. You know, if there's anything like that. It'd be funny if they brought up the talking flower toy alarm clock, the Nintendo Alarmo or whatever it's called. It'd be kind of funny if they brought that up. I don't think I'd expect any like NSO related stuff. They just kind of announce that on Twitter when they do that. Like, oh, this game's coming to NSO. Unless it's an entire new like system being added to NSO, they don't usually, you know, they usually leave that to Twitter. But like if they were adding like, you know, when they added the Sega Genesis and stuff like that they would put in, but they wouldn't. If it's just games to the things that exist, then they wouldn't do that. The game, even, I mean, usually when they announce new games, it's just as part of like on Twitter and stuff, and not a direct. But maybe if it's, you know, maybe they were going to, maybe. I just feel like they don't usually go out of their way to announce that stuff unless it's a new system, like when, oh, like the Virtual Boy is coming or whatever, you know. I wouldn't expect the Fire Red Leaf Green support to be part of the announcement on a Nintendo Direct. I feel like that'd be more of a Pokemon Presents type of announcement. One question, I guess, would be, do we think there will be an announcement of a remake of some... we're all just barely not killing stuff, huh? I've noticed that. We just keep having a lot of barely not killing things. Yeah, I wonder if there would be a remake announcement of some game, though I have no idea what it would be. Oh, you know what could be a cool announcement? If they added a new, like, Tetris 99, Pac-Man 99, Mario 35, like one of those types of games. One of those multiplayer, reimagined whatevers that they've done a few times that then everyone goes crazy over for like a few weeks to a month. That's always fun. And NSODS, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting, yeah. I mean, an NSO announcement of a system would be something they would be worthy of them announcing, but I think if it's a new system they would announce it, but if it's just a new few games to the lineup of an existing one, I don't think it would. So yeah, you could do a DS. I almost kind of, I think it would be a bad look if they did though, if I'm honest with you. I think it would be a bad look if they announced Nintendo DS NSO when they only have 6 games on the GameCube, like you said. I feel like that would just kind of make people a little sour. Do you have a Switch 2, Hank? Oh, I would have done a heart TPA and then use the last heart to close up the... So you get one more light combo. Oh, you do? Okay. So tomorrow, the Direct will be much more exciting for you. I mean, it'll still be... I'll be interested, but, you know, it'll be like, you know, Squidward looking out the window at Patrick and SpongeBob. The only true 2 Switch game you have? No DK Bonanza? That one, I think, honestly, out of all the Switch 2 exclusives, that one I feel like might be the one I would be most interested in. Stung tongue alert, stung tongue alert. You want to be Tropical Freeze for? Oh, well, that's fair. That's fair. It won't go on sale enough. It's funny because they've released that game like what feels like a gazillion times too. Although I guess I guess DKC returns as well. But you 100% want Bonanza? I would be curious to know. I would want someone's opinion on if they think the Switch 2 version of the Metroid game is worth it over the Switch 1 version. You know, in a world where I have a Switch 2 and I'm buying games and all that kind of stuff. Pocopia. There you go. Yeah, I forgot about that one. That would definitely be like that would be a big one. There was, I guess Tamagotchi Life is on both, right? Tamagotchi Life is not Switch 2 exclusive, so. But that one was another big Switch, new Switch related release that people liked a lot. It kind of is a shame that Tamagotchi Life came out so close after Pocopia. I feel like people would have given Pocopia more time, a little more, you know what I mean? I feel like people ended up either skipping or not playing as much as they would have, which is a bit of a bummer. For both sides of it, really. Like, some people maybe got Pocopia before the Tamagotchi one was announced or something, or like they got Pocopia and they're like, I don't know if I can stretch for buying another game that's kind of similar right now. It needs a quality of life update to be perfect. What would you change? I'm sure there'll definitely be like updates to things they've already announced as far as like release date. Like, wasn't there was like a Fire Emblem thing maybe, or whoa, oh, oh. To be his friend, it's moonshine. Whoa, oh, oh. The beginning of an exciting different story. I have to do the ad. Well, hopefully that'll work. But the first one here for Hank and Dukester will be no assist. Wow, oh, oh. I do know there was rumors of an Ocarina of Time remake. I do remember that. I don't know. I both don't know how much I would even care about that, and also, you know, not that exciting. The boxes and item storage is terrible. They're music cities. You can only load 6 at a time. Duplicates don't stack, so you end up with a ton of duplicates without knowing everything like that. Now that you mention that, I mean, I haven't watched a ton of gameplay of it, but I do feel like I remember when watching, like, that the menus felt very, like, kind of clunky. So the other part of me is like, when you have to use a controller, menus in a way have to be a little bit clunky. I feel like no matter what, they're not going to be as straightforward and like clean as a you know, when you have a mouse and you can use a scroll wheel and that kind of thing. All of that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get the ad to work. Storage space is really limited, so you have a ton of boxes of garbage laying around. Alright, I googled like predictions or information. One of them did mention the Ocarina remake, maybe. Mentioning other dormant franchises, Golden Sun, F-Zero, Wave Race, Super Monkey Ball. Probably a Mario World update. Yeah, we kind of all said Mario World update is likely. No assist, that's correct. I just gotta get the damn thing to load. I gotta get the damn refresh. To be his friend. Luigi Mansion prediction. I don't know about that. Star Fox Adventures to NSO for the GameCube to come out along with the new Star Fox game. I feel like that's probably wishful thinking. Yeah, okay, some people saying maybe it is, you know, maybe a Mario or a Zelda mainline type of game. Maybe Tomodachi Life DLC, okay, okay. The story is true. Xenoblade Chronicles, Pikmin 4, Switch 2 edition maybe. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Switch Sports. Kirby Planet Robot port? Damn. Even the mobile data didn't work. You got the power to be free. Whoa, oh, oh. Oh. Whoa, oh, oh. Kirby thing? I don't know if they're... If there was a Kirby thing, I think, yeah, port would be more likely than an actual new Kirby game. Especially 'cause we had like the Kirby, you know, Air Riders too. We kind of already had Kirbying. Definitely Mario Kart DLC. Splatoon Raiders, so maybe Splatoon 4. No, not Splatoon 4. Yeah, everyone's okay. These things that I'm saying are basically saying what I was thinking, except maybe mentioning a couple franchises I didn't like. Xenoblade and stuff, because I don't pay attention to that. But dude, There's like 5 different people's YouTube videos of predictions that they quickly made, obviously, and like as soon as the tweets came out that there was going to be a direct tomorrow. Yeah, no, I don't think we would get anything Kirby either. I cannot get the ad refresh to work. I cannot get it to work. It's the beginning of a new and excitingly different story. Have I tried turning it off again? Yes, actually. Yeah, the Fire Emblem release date, that was one that I read. Has anyone else been having ad issues lately? Because I have, for like the past, what feels like a week, but maybe it's been more like 5 days, I don't know. Yeah, it just doesn't want to work. I just don't want to do whatever this Google thing is. I don't want to fuck with any of that. Just really don't want to. I feel like it's just more likely to like fuck things up. I also don't remember where you said to do it. Play Store? Settings? General? Network preferences? Family? No, I'm not seeing that. Not in Google Play Store settings. You. Oh, I don't want that. My ad center? Going to personalization and play. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I just don't trust doing anything on the phone. It just always is not trustworthy. Oh, they're telling me that they think they know how old I am. Not in the Play Store, okay? Doesn't help that you're always so delayed. Settings, Google Services, Ads, ID reset. Oh. You got the power to be his friend. Alright, back to the beginning of the playlist. Granted, I'll probably have to skip 1,000 songs after the first 30 or whatever it is. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to do things. It's gonna be 50 minutes. That's pretty long. There's no way it can only be games. Like, they're gonna have to have a section that's like the amusement park or something, or the maybe they'll talk about the Zelda movie. in production. Could be some of that involved. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad guess to throw in there. They might bring that up. Because they haven't announced the next Mario movie. But there has been talk about the Zelda one. Okay, so I go... Google services. All services, ads. Can I just click reset advertising ID instead of delete advertising ID? And you've done this multiple times, you're saying. I feel like I've done this once and it didn't work. I'm clicking the reset advertising ID. That seemed too good to be true. How like hitting the reset one just said like, yep, you're reset. I don't trust that, but we'll see. Alright, close pad, relaunch pad. I assume maybe that's necessary. Okay, try the data. Try the data, the Wi-Fi didn't work still. We're in, okay. We're in. Alright, just making noise. Alright, Hank. Hank and Dukester. We're good to go. The first one, no assist. No assist. The screen will come up in a moment. I just don't want to show the actual ad. Okay, boom. 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 Reset this thing too. Boom. Boom. I don't know if it worked. I mean, you could argue that me going back to the data worked, because sometimes that has worked today, even on the stream. Like it's all magic. It decides to sometimes work and sometimes not. Whoa, that's a team. Well, that's also a team. But if we could say if it works if we want to give it credit. We can say that it worked. Thank me later. We'll see about that. Yeah, I think the first time I've tried to do that one other time, I think, at someone's recommendation, and it did not work. But I guess it's another thing to try in the future. One of the multi checklist things to try to get it to work. I think it's cold enough to open the window. Cool down. Try to cool down the place overnight. And then insulate that cool air as it gets warmer tomorrow. I think I am going to try to stream the direct tomorrow. Which means I will probably, here's what I'm thinking we do. We do these 2 dungeons, or, you know, the 2 difficulties of the dungeon. Then the free rolls from quest or whatever. And then probably end. One, it'll probably be close to 9 by then anyway, but even if it's a few minutes early, just end anyway. It'll probably be 9, to be honest. This dungeon's not the shortest. Dungeon's not the shortest. I thought I removed that song. Not this one, one of the upcoming ones. What about Wednesday? I think that... Do I have demos? I thought I had demos, but I might just be thinking of games that were acquired for free. I guess I don't. Oh no, there's one. I don't know if I actually want to do it. It looks kind of computery. I don't know how much of it is actual puzzle versus actual, like, engineering. It's called, like, defragment or something. Nice cascade. Oh, I guess it doesn't cascade because of the spinner. Christmas and Rock, okay. Can you believe we're at the beginning of halfway through the year? That's freaking insane. It just feels gross. They don't feel right. It kind of like almost fills me with a little bit of a sense of dread that we're somehow already 6 months into the year. Now here's the good stuff. Pokemon trading card game. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Some of those VODs exist on the VOD channel. I just searched out of curiosity. The Pokemon TCG 2 translated. I see 6 VODs. Session 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if that's when I beat the game, but I see 6 of them on there. Give the playlist saved. Nice. I'm not much of a game replayer. But I feel like one day that could be one that maybe I would go back to. I feel like the way I would end up, like, you know, sometimes you are who you are, and like you can go back to something not remembering how you did it and end up doing it the exact same way you did it the first time. And I feel like that's kind of what would happen with me. Like I would unknowingly like end up with like the same deck basically. And it'd be kind of funny that you could kind of prove that with having the footage. Play the mod. What's the mod? .5 years. Not wrong about that. Me when bro accidentally deletes his save file again. Alright, so we can have assist this time. There's a mod that adds Gen 2 cards. Oh, interesting. I don't know if I would want that or not. It would certainly be interesting. I don't know if I would want to... I feel like I would want to, like, somehow, like, in my brain emulate playing, like, maybe a chapter or two of it to know if I actually would want that, rather than to actually manually do it and then wish that I hadn't been doing it in the first place. If that makes sense. That's kind of cool that someone did that, though. I mean, I thought it was cool enough that the second one was, you know, fan translated. I already thought that was cool. I think there's 2 quest free rolls, I believe. They're just good songs. They're just good songs, man. What a pause menu. What a pause menu. You just sit there jamming. People always talk about the GoldenEye pause menu. Granted, this is a more upbeat, different vibe, but like, this is a great pause menu. It is a bit good. I looked at the top comment. Kind of Kirby-like. Yeah, there's definitely some Kirby energy with this pause menu music. I'd agree with that. Ooh, but the title, the stars, and then, you're ready to go on a goddamn adventure, man. You're just ready to go on an adventure. How can you not be? myself a double chin. Adventurer Purtle, his double chin. It never misses, it doesn't. It's just so good. And this ain't bad either. This ain't bad oh, I almost messed up the row. That would have stunk. This is the ultimate version of this song, I think. Which for some reason is unlisted. I don't even remember how I got it. I think you had to get it by going to the Smash Bros website that had the music that you could play, and then you could pull the YouTube link from that. I don't even remember how I got this. I think what I'm describing is accurate. Secret banjo song. That's not actually a secret, but for some reason it's unlisted. Ooh. I'd never owned Banjo games. We didn't own Banjo. Now here's someone that knows how to spit some bars. Yep, so I was right. We'll get to about 9 o'clock. Do those two roles, those quest roles. So I believe there's going to be a regular free roll, and I believe there will be a 7-star plus free roll. Oh. Damage absorb is needed on this one. Oh, but you have the duo up. You could that one does the damage absorption. Yeah. Uh-oh. No green though. That's not good. I assume that's not good. Maybe it's fine though. No green is fine. Oh, okay. He doesn't even need it. I was gonna say, maybe you could technically... doesn't this guy charge when he transforms, and then that could make the board bigger, and then you could get greens off of it? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I haven't seen Hexen in a bit. I think I don't think he liked me. I feel like he said, what I last remember is that last Monday I was like, I didn't end up having enough time to do the title that expired because I was doing those extra streams for the Omega Gaming weekend. And then he said something like, you had a month, and I just said, you know, that's not a, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I basically called it out as like, that's a little bit disingenuous to the situation that took place. Something like that. Maybe a little more angry. I don't think he said anything in chat since then. It is a shame. Because it was more, I mean, it felt like one of those technicality answers where it's like that's not really taken into the account the full picture of what took place, because you know, I tried to stream beating it 1 week, and then the next week I forget exactly what happened. I think there was just other stuff to do, so we didn't do attempts then, but I had not done attempts during the week between then if I was going to have a chance to do it on stream, because that would be more exciting. So that's already like minus 2 weeks. And then, yeah, his comments are usually a little dry, so I thought I could be a little bit dry back, but I don't know. I hope he's not actually mad, but also I feel like sometimes, you know, needs to be a little, like, I think it's because he's a smart enough guy that him saying something like that feels like sometimes I can't, you know, so, you know, it's text, right? Sometimes you can't tell if someone's trying to be sarcastic or not. But the wording of it felt pretty technicality, push up the glasses, rather than being a little funny remark. To me, at least. So I thought I'd hit him back a little bit. Thanks for the 3P, fellas. Let's do these quest rolls. I don't have any ill will to the fella, by the way. I think I enjoy him popping in and sticking around, but I don't know. I just now I feel, now it's been starting to hit me a little bit when I'm like, oh man, I hope he didn't actually get mad. Clear 1 floor. Oh, not all floors. 1 floor. 1 floor of swimming thing and yada yada. That one is the regular, and then this one is clear 1 floor of student council's machine god Orpharion descended. But anyway, he's a smart guy. He's a smart fella. So I think that's part of why I got mad. I was like, you're either trying to bait me, which if he was, then he did. But if he wasn't, then he's a smart enough person that I don't think he should, that I think if he took a moment to maybe think about it, he would realize it wasn't a very real thing to say. Anyway, Sarutobi Sasuke 2815 4th bleh. Vicious, you did miss the X23 song that came on earlier. I know we always think of you when that song comes on. You rolled new orb skin with a 5-pack. Congratulations. Camilla number 3 incoming. Not quite, but I don't think I have who this is. Wind bans draconic songstress on symbols Lotta. Oh no, I do have 3 of them. Okay, 7127. Yeah, not particularly exciting. Oh well. Oh well. Well, let's see if this works right away. I think we will be ending this. Oh, it did work right away. We'll say that's because of Dukster's reset ID. This is for a cat Sudoku-ish game. I don't know if you guys have gotten this ad at all. I feel like I've gotten this ad a bunch in pad in the past month. Meow Doku. Yeah, I'm not even doing a YOLO on this machine. Absolutely not. All of yours have been that today? I'm not even gonna see what the roll is. There we go. Third time's the charm. You did one to pray for Sonya. Oh, this Sonya? I have that one. I have that one. Oh yeah, the screen's blocking. I forgot. There's a lot that I do not have though, huh? Wow, you know, this probably means I've never actually used stones rolling this. Oh, surely I've done it once, right? To have 2 of those? Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I barely have it. Oh, but these are all the 7 stars. Now, if we go here, then we get the real picture. Okay, that's more likely. 10 fucking Lumiels. Yeah. I've certainly used at least 1 pack. Is there anything actually new in the machine, or is it just all updates? No, this looks like a kind of a new number. 12? Lots of new stuff, but nothing crazy. No shot I would. Oh, is this new too? Looks new. 1 turn cooldown reduces bind, regular bind. You don't see that too much nowadays. And unmatchable by 5. I know we're here last run. All right, well then I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess new things are like 13 now, aren't they? In my mind, 12 is still like new, but I guess 13 is new, huh? Damn, charged by 4. Is this one new? 13. Ah, yeah, see 13. Okay. 14. Oh, because 7 by 6. I see. Over halfway to 14. Yeah, I guess that is crazy, huh? That is crazy, huh? This one's new because it's 13. Damage cap 20 billion for 1 turn. Removes the left column. Okay. Okay. Okay, an assist vanish that charges. That's always good. And it's an L. That's nice too. Adds an L and stuff. Oh, that's pretty good. Voids attack attribute and damage absorb for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown and 3 times HP. Okay. Okay. Wow, look, there's so many words in this. 2 times HP, 2 times attack for all allies, fire and water, 2 times RCV, voice attribute, 2 turns destroys 1 shield. A lot of words on that. Oh. The actual skill part maybe not as exciting, but the, you know, like how the Athena attribute passes on the red sub-attribute thing. That's kind of cool. That can be valuable. Damn, 4 resist on its own. That's kind of cool. For 3 turns. Damage caps up to 44 billion for 2 turns. God damn. God damn. God damn. Alright. Alright, now and then they're back to 12. Okay, well, whatever. I'm not doing any of that anyway. Let's wrap it up, people. Because tomorrow, I'm going to be trying to be live for the Nintendo Direct, apparently, at 10 a.m. So hopefully I can make that happen. Yeah, make sure to moisturize and sunscreen. Make sure to floss your teeth before bed. And thanks for hanging out. If you see Hexam, you know, no hard feelings, man. You're a smart guy. That's why I got annoyed at the statement, because I know you're smarter than that. Anyway, I'll see you, I guess, tomorrow. Or, you know, next time. Either way, later.